What's up everybody, my name is JR, aka the Sinister Camaro, and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me on this channel. It's about time, isn't it? I mean, we have some more Camaro ZL1 content for you today. Today I'm going to be installing three little interior mods that could really spruce up the interior vehicle. Now, if you are interested in any of these products, I mean, I was iffy about it, but I figured why not spend the money, and that way I can let you guys know if it's worth it or not in a video like this, what the install process is like, and if it actually is built to last like they advertise on the product. So everything that we do in this video, the three products that we use, there's going to be links in the description. If you want to check it out yourself, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, these are very cheap. They're about 20 to 30 bucks a piece. That's it. So less than $100, and you can really spruce up your interior. Of course, you can put an added custom touch of your own to these products as well when you get them. What we're going to be working on today is going to be super easy, super simple. So the first thing we're going to work on, as you can see in here, like, I'm not a big fan of these kind of things, but I mean, I figured it would spruce it up a little bit. We've got little red accents here and there, and the cup holders were just missing a little something. But this is a whole entire interior kit for all of your cup holders, your storage area, your window areas, like on the doors and everything. These are just really cool rubber guards, rubber mats that you can put in there, so when it gets really dirty and start eating inside your car or anything like that, for the few of you that do, you can easily take these out and wash them and put them back in. I think they're just a nice touch just because they're red and black, so they go with our interior. So those should be easy enough, just plop them in there, but we're gonna cover the entire car with them because they come with just about every single divot hole that you can think of. So we'll be taking a look at that first. And then next, of course, we've got these cool rings. These are like rings that go around your AC vents, pretty neat. We got 4 of them to go on, and I think it'll add just a little bit of a red where it needs to be. So these products, it's a little bit of metal on them, but yeah, they're really cool. They're like 4 of them. They do have a little bit of like 3M tape underneath, so we'll be taking that off, sticking them on the air vents, and then we'll see how long they last. If you're ever curious, if you're ever looking at these and you're wondering if you saw this video like a year from now, if you're wondering if they're still on there from all the heat and everything, from the stickiness and everything on the back, if it did any damage, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely let you know how these have held up, because if I don't like any of these products, I'm ripping them off, so I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be basically just an install video to help you figure out if it's the right thing for you. The longevity kind of thing, we'll get a later time, but leave in the comments below if you're watching this video a year from now and you're wondering how these products have held up, so I can give you the lowdown on that. And last but not least, of course, we've got the A10, the automatic transmission. They come with the paddle shifters, and I thought these were pretty neat. I'm not very big on them, but I figured for a video for YouTube, I'd get them and see what they do. I'm a little worried how they're gonna be with the steering wheel, but we've got these cool metal shifter thing. It just adds a little bit of red. The shifters act the same. It's basically just gonna be a sticker inside here, 3 double-sided tape. We're gonna stick them on, and then that's how it's supposed to look. I'm worried that these are so honking big that they're gonna take up a lot of gaps in our steering wheel, so if we're racing or anything, it might get in the way. But we'll see what they do, and we'll see if they even last, if anything, because I'm worried that they might start to peel off after a while. But we'll get to that and see what happens. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna break these things open. We're gonna get them to put together, and then we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Be sure to like this video if it helps at all, and subscribe if you like this kind of content. I'll be doing more, and if you need to see anything else, let me know. We interrupt this awesome video on the Sinister Camaro YouTube channel to bring you a special announcement for one of our awesome sponsors on this channel, Manscaped. That's right, we got something special to say, so just stick around with me for just a minute or two, and we'll get right back to the action. But I just wanted to show you, you see this shirt I've been wearing through this video? It says, "We Say Balls." And not only that, it's Manscaped and the Testicular Cancer Society have teamed up, and they're actually doing a little bit of awesome work for us men. So if you have not already heard about it, April is basically the month for cancer awareness, for testicular cancer awareness for men. So Manscaped's doing something awesome this year where they basically set up a fundraiser, and all of the proceeds, donations, everything is donated to the Testicular Cancer Foundation so that we can find a cure for cancer. Before, I mean, I didn't really know anybody that would like be affected by that kind of thing, because I've never really had anybody around me that had that kind of issue, or at least they don't talk about it. But I feel like as men, we need to keep it in the air and get checked. So make sure to get checked no matter what. I was just thinking to myself, like, what would happen if I got cancer and I didn't have my crown jewels to create the wonderful little girl that we have today. I'd be devastated. This is going to be going out to all you guys out there that are out there trying to create the next generation of you, your spitting image of you, your mirror image of you. This is for you guys. So during this month, not only is there going to be a link in the description for the foundation, so basically you can donate to research, but also any kind of proceeds that we have from this channel, any merch sales that you have at thesinistercamaro.com, any kind of extra money we make off the merch is going to go straight into that foundation. We're going to donate all of it all this month, because that's just what we planned to do when we started this channel, and that's what we're going to keep doing. So Manscaped's got you covered with the best male grooming products out, with the Lawnmower 3.0, with the skin safe technology and a little LED where you do it at night. They got some ears and nose trimmers. They've got, you keep your nails good. They've got stuff for your hair now to make you feel good. And of course, some nice deodorizing wipes for down there, just so it makes it extra special for us men. So go check them out. They're a great company. They're wonderful. They've been supporting us for years. All I ask is that you take 2 seconds to go out there and check out what they have. Maybe you have a birthday or something coming up, you need to get somebody something, this would be the perfect time for it, because don't use the same shave for your face that you do down there. That's gross. Don't do it. The link will be in the description. No matter if you want to head to the Manscaped website and order anything from them, or if you want to kindly donate to this wonderful society and this wonderful cause out here that they're doing. So I highly recommend it. Even if you only give $1, feel free to do that. It'll make you feel better about yourself, and it's just a great cause to do. So thank you guys over at Manscaped and the Ball Cancer Society out there. So thank you so much for sponsoring this video, for helping us out, and be on the lookout for me wearing this around town. Let's get back to the video right now. So thank you for your time. Let's get back to it. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and see what this cup holder is all about. So you got installation instructions. If you want to use the QR codes, you're more than welcome to stop the video and use that. A small family business, that's awesome. Thank you guys for doing this. And this is for all Camaros, pretty much 2016s and up. That means all 6th gen Camaros that should fit. Just to let you know, all products that you have seen in this video, they're all 6th gen related. They're not just ZL1 stuff, they're all 6th gen. So if you need this for any 2016 and up, they should fit just fine. So we got the double raised edge, colored stripes, premium 3D texture, high durability, durable and odorless rubber, which I can attest to. That is correct. Convenient handle, it makes removal and cleanup a breeze. So you're looking at these notches right here. You got on every single piece, you can easily lift them up. And then you've got the anti-slip grip. Surface prevents the mat from sliding. So on the bottom, it's got like a rubbery feel to it. Very hard to move my hand on it, so I do attest to that as well. They're kind of thin. I was thinking they'd be a little more thicker, just because you don't want them to kind of roll up and start to like do this number on you when it starts to get hot. Hopefully they last as much as they say they do. But like I said, we've got like every nook and cranny hole that we can think of. Cup holders, the door slits, the storage containers, and I'm thinking that this is like inside the door armrest somewhere. All you gotta do, easy install, plop them in there, that's it. That's it. And if you need to clean them, yank them by the little notches on there and take them out. So let's go ahead and put them in and see what they look like. All right, so I just want to show you for your reference, I used the barcode just to make sure I had all of them. So you got 2 cup holders, you have the 2 places in the center console, you have the 2 places in the door, and this blue one back here, if you have a charging area, you will not be using that part of it. So it's just the doors and the storage areas. So I have that, so I just laid it on top of it because it's useless anyway on my charger port or my wireless charging area, because I'm telling you, if you have this car, any phone bigger than like the 11 Pro Max or whatever will not fit there. It will slide off every single time, so don't worry about it. So these are all the parts. That's the blue part that I'm talking about. They label it out all nice for you. All right, so here's what it looks like. As you can see in there, we've got one, and here you can see a little bit here. There we go. We got a little thin strip there. You come inside, got it here, storage containers, and this was the charging area I was telling you about. I just put it over top of it. It's not supposed to be there if you have that, but if you do, I mean, it's useless anyway, so it's whatever. And now, of course, the same thing on the other side. So no kind of weird way to set them up. There's no tape involved. So that's number one. There's no kind of tape involved, even though the instructions said something about it. There was no tape with mine at all. They're just laid in there and that's it. So that's where we're gonna leave it. Hopefully it stays there and it don't curl up over time, but they look pretty good. Add a little bit of color in there, that's for sure. So next we're gonna get started on the rings around the AC vents. All right, so as you can see, I have all 4 laid out here. If you look on the back, you can barely see it because it's red and red, but that little divider part, that's where your tape starts. There's 2 of them that you put on there. Take that backing off and then you stick it on the rings. And this is basically what it looks like before. We're replacing that one, those 2, and then there's one on the other side, so that'd be a nice little touch. All right, so just like that, I just took the backing off. I'm just gonna walk it over to this guy. So I've got it right here, and what we're gonna do is just go ahead and stick it over top. We're gonna press it once we got it centered. Just make sure it's on there. If we move this around, it doesn't do anything. And that's stationary, so it's not gonna go anywhere. But it's a nice, cool addition, that's for sure. It really goes with the knee pads. Yeah, those things. Really goes with those. So let's get the other 4 done and see what it looks like. All right, and as you can see here, this is the after. So I'm feeling a little bit iffy about it. Like, this one fit perfect. I had a little bit of trouble on the driver's side. The bottom wouldn't stick. So I'm worried it's gonna come off at some point. This one I don't feel like is really great centered, and that one went on okay. But I mean, if you're really looking for it, you'll notice it, but if not, then you're fine. But I just don't have very much faith about them sticking on here. I'm a little iffy about my mods and stuff, because like this right here is sitting up higher than the rest of it, and then this one's flush. But if I move it around, it's like even. So I don't know, maybe I just have the wrong rings on here. They're all the same size. So I don't know, I fiddled with it a little bit, I moved it and it feels a little bit better, but now it's like off center here at the bottom. So I don't know, maybe it's the ring, maybe it's the way I installed it, but it just, that's gonna irk me. And then this one over here, I don't know if you can hear it or not. That's not supposed to be like that. It's like not sticking where it's supposed to. I'm not a big fan of that, so these might be getting ripped off, but for now I'll leave them and see how I like them. The other 2 came out fine, so maybe I can work on the other ones to get them to fit right. I'm not sure, but they do look cool, and we'll say that they do look cool. So let's get to the last thing and see if that works. All right, so last but not least, what we're gonna do is take this adhesion promoter. That's basically just a alcohol wipe. Basically what we're gonna do is clean the surfaces to make sure that this is here is better. So we're going to clean this area right here and the area on the back of the paddle shifters to make sure that they're nice and clean. There's no oily residue from us. So we're going to do that real quick and then we will pop them on and see what they look like. Alright, so I just stuck it on. These things are super sticky, so be careful putting on our fingers and everything like that, but make sure to get down those creases around the edges, make sure it's all laid flat, because any little part that comes up, I could get dirt behind it and start making the rest of it come up. So we'll take out this red backing here and we're gonna stick it on the car. All right, so I just wanted to show you in the sun what these guys look like. It looks pretty cool. I figured that it might show up better on camera, but when the sun hits it, it has like a nice like red, like, anodized like metal flake to it a little bit. I'm just hoping the camera picks it up, but these are the shifters. I'm hoping they look that cool inside the car as well. But if you're really into hot boy stuff, I mean, this is pretty neat. All right, so this is before they go on. This is how it looks. As you can see, we have a lot of space in here to work with, so that might be getting taken up. And I just put a pro clip in here, so we'll be doing live streams for you guys, driving around town and stuff like that. But this is what it looks like without the paddle shifters. Let's see what it looks like with them. All right, guys, so here it is. It is on. As you can see, they look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, they do. As far as the feeling, I mean, they feel pretty cool. They removed that, like, it has that like divot behind it when it was like basic, but now it has like an overlay on top of it. But it feels like an actual metal pedal now instead of just a piece of plastic. So I don't know. We're having to see how these guys behave. As far as the stickiness, I'm a little more confident with the amount of 3M tape that they used on it. It shouldn't do any harm to it, so if you don't like it, you can just like rip them off or do whatever. But I just held it and pressed it for like 10-15 seconds. Make sure it's on there all right. And it seems to be there pretty sturdy. Now, I was worried about like the space in here. But as you can see, I mean, you got pretty much a good amount of space in there. You won't have to worry about hitting them or anything like that. I was worried about hitting them. But it looks pretty good. Gives a nice like red touch to it. I like that. So here's all the modifications that we can at least see a little bit of. And again, just an overview of everything on there together. We did these cool like door things. We did the air vents. We did the storage compartments. And we did the paddle shifters. So all in all, I think it did really well. It's not too overempowering with the red, but it gives like little nice touches here and there. Of course they come in different colors, but if they don't have the color, I mean, just easily paint them. There's a lot of places you can get these. There's a lot of places that sell them, but I'm gonna leave the links to the ones I got. If you liked any of them in this video, feel free to buy them there. So yeah guys, that's gonna be it. That's 3 mods that you can do in your car for under $100, and they're all like pretty legit. So the air vent little color, I don't know if I'm gonna keep those. Like I said, 2 of them kind of came out weird. The storage container, like red things in there, I think I'm gonna keep those there, at least a couple of them, because it'll definitely keep it from getting dirty. You can easily take them out, wash them. So I like that part about it, because the other ones kind of just left like tea stains and stuff on them I had to clean out. The paddle shifters they seem to be in good shape. So I might actually recommend the paddle shifters if you like those. You don't have to get them in red, they have other colors as well. But it definitely adds like a nice little race car feel to it, I guess. But again, all the things in this video that were shown for 2016 Camaros and up. So it doesn't have to be a ZL1. It can be an SS 2.0 turbo. It can be a V6. It can, ZL1, ZL1 1LE, whatever you want. They all work on this car. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave me a like if it did, any way, shape, or form. Share this out with your friends, maybe they need some too. And if you do like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We do love having you guys around. We have stream Sundays where we get to talk to you guys straight up and get to know how you feel and what kind of content you want to see, and find creative ways of hanging out with you guys. So definitely hang out with us on that day. And as always, don't forget and always remember, stay sinister.
Perfect.